Hello, my name's Ormaster 101.
I'm Zero Yeti.
And we're still...
I'm going to start a Tumblr called Pleistocene Pride if you want to follow me. If anyone still uses fucking Tumblr.
You know what? I'll put a link... send me a link to your new Tumblr, and I'll put it in the description.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're playing the Textorcist, which it's gonna be a lot of typing. Have you ever played Typing of the Dead? It's like that.
No.
Anyway, we're still...
And now that the Republican Party has essentially become the kill your grandma party in recent years. Because they're advocating for you to bring a literal plague to go meet your grandma. Give it to your grandma because they're taking away your freedom by telling you please don't kill yourself.
Yeah. Friendly reminder, stay the fuck
And this
home.
is the party about law and order when it came to fighting for civil rights, but kill your grandma when it comes to Thanksgiving.
Friendly reminder to stay at home for Thanksgiving.
Weird how Tumblr kind of went from the... Oh yeah, it's going to be released on Thanksgiving.
I suppose it is.
Stay at home for Thanksgiving on this. Tumblr used to be like considered the hell site of the internet, but now it's like fucking tolerable compared to like Facebook and Twitter.
I want to say all the things that made Tumblr a hell site has migrated to what's the word? To to Twitter.
Well, Twitter is like, there's no fucking consistency, because every 5 minutes, everything you've posted before then gets pretty much deleted from the algorithm.
Right, but like...
Where you can't find shit. And so it's just this constant cycle of like every 5 minutes something bad happens and that goes on and on and on. And Facebook is your racist family members posting like minion memes.
But,
yeah.
okay, so... how long have you been on Tumblr?
Since like 2014, I think.
Okay, so you've probably heard like horror stories of like discourse that like took place in like earlier years of Tumblr.
I was there for the tail end of Super Hulock, I think.
Okay, so imagine all the discourse from that time, but Twitter is now just getting to it because. Like, all the people who left Tumblr because all the porn went away basically migrated to Twitter. Oh, gee. Okay. What else? Isn't this supposed to be a Random Fact Thursday episode?
I should probably say random fact.
Yeah.
The first Nike running shoes was made in a waffle iron.
Come again?
That's how they made the soles for the feet. Is they put, like, the grip into a waffle iron.
Something just occurred to me. The resolution on my screen is a little screwed up. Hang on. No, I don't want to retry. No, I want to... Yes. Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna fix the screen. Keep talking about random facts. I'll get back into the game. I'm doing some technical stuff real fast.
Feedback loop. Defeat. No.
Okay.
Gaze. Ice Age. 1950s vehicles were superior to modern vehicles in every way, shape, form. And I will die on this fucking hill. Except for seat. Yeah. But like... The fucking design of new vehicles, like, sucks ass in comparison to designs for, like, old vehicles. If capitalism breeds innovation, why do every fucking vehicle look the same? Why does every house in a suburb look the same? Why does every fucking website's UI look the goddamn same? Capitalism, the reason is capitalism doesn't breed innovation. Capitalism breeds people cutting corners and finding the cheapest fucking ways to do shit.
Okay, can I speak up real fast? Not like to defend capitalism, but like, isn't the point of with old cars, you know, the ones that were just made up of straight up metal, like, wasn't like so if you got into a crash, the force wouldn't be distributed. Like, you would full on get all that force from the crash. But with newer cars, they like crumple and take some of the impact. So like, or maybe I'm wrong on that front. I don't know.
I'm gonna Google it real fast.
Okay.
Like, yeah, people are more likely to have a car crash nowadays, but that has to do with, in part, due to the fucking like, seat belts and airbags.
Right. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. You're a very scary demon. No, I don't want to quit. I want to skip this cutscene.
What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. Something. Oh, have you ever heard of an alt-right crazy fucking YouTuber called Onision?
No.
Okay, so there's an alt-right crazy YouTuber called Onision, right? And he's like always pushes like the patriarchy and like Western civilization's the greatest civilization on Earth. It's not. Shit like that. Like he fucking like constantly churns out stuff like that.
It sounds
Well,
obnoxious.
another work about Onision is him and his wife. I think they're still together. I'm not sure.
Oh
Anyway,
my god.
I don't follow Onision if you haven't fucking guessed.
Damn.
Because you're a communist and I'm an anarchist. Why the fuck would we follow an alt-right YouTuber? Anyway, you're a communist, right?
I don't know what I am. I want to live happily, and I want other people to live happily as well.
You're a communist. Okay. According to Western society, you're a communist. According to Western society, if you believe people should live in houses and food should be a given right to everyone, you're a commie. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So Onision, he built like a bunch of Discord communities and shit, and like has a Patreon and everything. He started basically getting in all this trouble because he was grooming young women,
Oh
like
my
13-year-old girls. And he's in like his 30. They were grooming young women and then like sexting them and shit, and they got in trouble with it. And of course, he denied, and like went on like a binge of like ruining these girls' lives and shit by like constantly shitting on them and everything. Well, fucking Chris Hansen from How to Catch a Predator
Oh my god.
went to his house and tried to interview him.
Uh-huh.
So Onision called the police. Said there was a stalker at his house and said it was Chris Hansen.
We stand Chris Hansen.
And so then the fucking police showed up. And they helped Chris Hansen. And then Onision put Chris Hansen to court. And Onision represented himself. And was suing Chris Hansen for like emotional damages and property damages because he walked through the lawn. For some shit. And he's like, oh, you killed the grass, so you gotta pay for that. And like doxing him and everything, right?
Is this dude
But he fucking ended up suing the wrong Chris Hansen.
Are you sure this isn't Oni-san?
Yeah, this is Onionson.
Oh my god! I didn't know his actual name!
What?
Okay, so I knew this happened, but I was like, I don't know the dude's actual name. I just know him as his online persona. And
The museum.
yeah, yeah. I'm just dumb as shit. Keep talking. This is hilarious. It's fun hearing about this.
But yeah, that's like the last I got up with it was like fucking. And so then he had to re-sue the actual Chris Hansen.
God, we stand fucking Chris Hansen. Actually,
It was like, what
should
the
we?
fuck? Like Chris Hansen went to war with Onision. It's like fucking. Someone, I don't know, someone mentioned like, you know what we should do? We should make a video, like we should make a Monster Hunter parody of it. But instead of it, instead of being a Monster Hunter, you play as Chris Hansen and you have to hunt Onision
Oh my god.
to catch a predator.
This has been a very weird night. No, my book.
Do you know that when grass gets cut, the scent that you smell is them crying for help, trying to warn other grass?
Yep, I did know that.
Alaska is simultaneously the most westernmost and easternmost state.
But how?
Time zones.
No!
Despite the optical illusion, the St. Louis Gateway Arch is exactly as wide as it is tall at 630 feet.
Huh.
The horizontal refreshment was a 19th century slang term for sex.
The horizontal Oh my god. That's real dumb.
In the first drafts for Back to the Future, the time machine was built out of a refrigerator.
I can see why they probably changed it.
Mary Carey remains the only person to ever earn 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different sciences.
Good for her.
During World War I, the Germans called measles Liberty Measles.
Why?
Because it came from American troops.
God damn it.
In her will, author Dorothy Parker left her estate to Martin Luther King Jr. and the NAACP following his death. The organization still owns the rights to her work today.
Nice.
Also, Martin Luther King Jr. was killed by the FBI.
Yep. He wasn't killed by the gunshot, he was smothered in his hospital bed.
That's another thing, but okay.
Wait, what?
That's like I'm throwing out one and you're like throwing another right on top.
Wait, okay. I thought the FBI smothered him in his hospital bed. Did I say FBI or... By FBI, do you mean the CIA?
Maybe.
Sorry. It's worth a try. This picture. Let's see. FYI, the textorcist is a pretty fun game if you still have nightmares about doing awful in your typing classes back in elementary school / middle school. Remember typing classes? Remember like home row ASDF?
That was the FBI, because the FBI sent Martin Luther King Jr. several letters urging him to kill himself before they killed him. And then they were the ones in charge of his assassination. Like the investigation of his assassination.
Yep. Didn't the head of the FBI keep the what's it called? The transcript of the wiretaps for Martin Luther King on his desk at some point, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm doing this to remind us that we're never doing this again. He did that to like be like, oh, we're never gonna get caught doing this again.
Yeah.
FBI sucks. Covenant started.
Oh, that And there was the guy called James Earl Ray, who multiple of King's associates and most of the jury on his trial believed he was innocent and was being framed by the FBI.
Huh. Well, that's downright depressing.
He pled guilty, but there's really no evidence to point that he actually committed the crime.
Well,
let's see. Yeah, the King family believes that Ray is innocent. Was innocent until the day Ray died. Multiple people, a couple trials were held after the initial trial. And found that he was wrongfully convicted by the original judge.
Man, fuck that judge. God, the church. Well,
this has been ran fast.
Yeah, nothing else really to say. We ended on a really depressing note.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
Well, I should say something else. 1 second.
Okay, yeah, say one more, like, uplifting fact.
Banana. I keep typing in random facts and they all keep being depressing, so I keep trying to find one that's not.
Christ.
Wyoming is home to only 2 escalators. There.
The what is only home to 2 escalators?
Wyoming.
Man.
The state of Wyoming.
I don't know, that's pretty sad too, being a state and having only 2 escalators. Just kidding. Anyway, bye everyone. And then I hit